Now at 6, authorities investigate an officer-involved shooting in Barton County, Missouri. Plus, it's the end of an era as Walmart in Pittsburgh bids farewell to the last remaining original employee. And the Carthage Tech Center cooks up a 16-team Culinary World Series, targeting taste buds from different American ballparks.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Reports of an incident in Barton County, Missouri turns into an exchange of gunfire with deputies. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Tanya Bach. This morning around 7, Barton County Sheriff's deputies responded to a call in reference to a person ramming vehicles. Upon arrival, the first deputy attempted to stop the subject. Gunfire was exchanged between the suspect and the deputy. Sources say the deputy was not injured, but the male subject was flown from the scene by medical helicopter. His injuries and current condition are unknown. You can check our website, KOAMnewsnow.com, for more details as this story develops. Missouri Governor Mike Parson made a stop in Joplin today. Governor Parson made the stop to celebrate completion on a rural bridge, which was one of the final projects funded as part of his Focus on Bridges program. The event marked a sense of completion for the governor, who says the project started when he was still a new governor.
I think it's just pretty neat. It's kind of fun to come out here. When you think about when we first come out here and you remember starting this project, you always wonder, I was a new governor at the time, you're wondering, does this stuff really happen the way it's supposed to happen? So it's pretty neat to come out here and say we're going to do this and get this completed in a short, timely manner.
To date, 248 structures included in the Focus on Bridges program have been opened to traffic. Well, Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joining us with a first look at weather.
Well, of course, another mild one for us today. Temperatures right back up low to mid 60s across the region. Still kind of breezy out there, but we do have a front. You can see this wind shift line right through southeastern Kansas, and along that front, we are seeing some scattered showers and thunderstorms, and that's what we're going to see over the next few hours. Behind the front, northerly winds, and that is going to cool us down as we head into the weekend. Already, look at the showers popping up, a little bit of thunder in them. So here's just south of Pittsburgh, just to the west of Lamar. Another little complex once you get up Chanute, over toward Iola, up toward Mound City. So we are seeing these scattered showers and a few thunderstorms over the next several hours. Some of these could be a little bit stronger once we get past 7, 8 o'clock. Not anticipating anything severe, but we're going to look more at this and into the weekend here in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. After a half century of dedicated service, the last remaining original employee at the Pittsburgh Walmart is retiring. KOAM's Fernanda Silva takes us to the store celebration in honor of Margaret Ashbacher's hard work.
It was a busy morning for Margaret Ashbacher, filled with pictures, smiles, and hugs. A lot of hugs. The hugs were there for a good reason. Margaret is retiring. She has been working for Walmart in Pittsburgh for longer than the store has been built. The associate started working there in December of 1973, but the Southeast Kansas location only opened a month later.
I started, it was like a totally empty building and helped price the merchandise, and the guys put the fixtures and shelves together.
Did you have any idea you would be around for so long?
Oh my God, no. Not at all. I thought, okay, I'll work here a couple of years and then maybe I'll find something better. I didn't know what it was going to even be like at that time, but I thought I'll find something different and go on. But nope, I liked it and stayed.
Margaret stayed to see a lot of changes, from moving to a different location to having technologies impact her work.
When I first started, I was a checker, and just the registers now are totally different. Everything's different. You can scan yourself out, or you can, I don't know, it's just totally different.
Marlon Weston also saw some of these changes. He worked with Margaret for more than 15 years.
I was asking someone, does anybody know how many people have worked for Walmart for an entire 50 years? And I only know of one, and that's her.
According to her co-workers, her fun energy will be missed at the store.
Her spirit and the way that she has treated people is carried on to a lot of other people, And so, you know, I think we're going to continue to see a lot of people that carry those characteristics because of Margaret and how she was over the last 50 years at our store.
While she says her co-workers are like family and that she will stop by the store often to visit, there's one thing she won't miss.
I'm not going to miss having to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning anymore.
Here is your retirement embracing the joy of sleeping in. And of course, embracing the joy of warm hugs. In Pittsburgh, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
Well, in case you were wondering, that big check Margaret Ashbacher received is worth $50,000 thank yous. She now plans to enjoy her retirement with her grandkids and watching Netflix. U.S. Cellular today gave ProMusica in Joplin the gift of connection. That includes $1,000 worth of equipment to help the organization maintain its programming. ProMusica provides free presentations of classical chamber music to the public. Officials say the donation went a long way to support the organization's goals. And what would the holiday season be without a serious feast? Mrs. Jones's catering class cooked up some ballpark food today with the help of Mrs. Washburn's sports and entertainment marketing classes. The competition took place in the community room at the Carthage Tech Center. 16 different baseball-themed teams competed with 16 different items. For the competitors, the event provided a chance to show off some big league skills.
We here at the Tech Center love project-based assignments, like getting hands-on experience, being able to work with teams is going to get them ready outside of the high school experience, because you're going to work in that co-curricular environment.
The overall marketing winner went to the KC Royals team with barbecue pizza. Overall food winner, though, went to the Padres jalapeno popper pigs in a blanket. Later in sports, big day for Kansas football as the all-state list comes out. John has more about the names making the list. But up first, a Kansas woman who supports her community gets some support from her community. A surprise for a Southeast Kansas woman comes in the form of a new-to-her car. Anthony Saviello has more on what makes her new set of wheels so special.
Tara Frazier begins her day here at the Southeast Kansas Independent Living Office, or SKILL for short. Not only is she employed here, but Tara knows what it's like to use the services SKILL provides.
She started off with employment, she got a job, she's learned how to do some self-advocacy, she's learned as she's went. Independent living is all about, empowering people, and Tara is just that.
Despite the adoration towards Tara, she remains humble.
That's hard for me to say. I mean, I've been told that, but I just look at it as I'm trying to be more of a typical person than, and do things that I've always wanted to do.
Yeah. Tara has been without her support dog, Mamba, for a few years, but has not given up on striving to be more self-sufficient.
Did he inspire you? I mean, a lot of people, they have their relationships with their dogs, and those dogs inspire them.
Yes, he very much did that.
Absolutely.
I always said he was part human because his personality was so big.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I pretended I was doing a story about SKILL and the services they provide, and I asked Tara to do an interview. But unbeknownst to her,
we may or may not have been lying to you today, and we may or may not have a surprise for you.
I don't do surprises.
We have a little bit of a surprise for you, so we would like you to come outside, and we have something to show you.
Okay.
We're going to follow you outside, all right?
Are you serious?
Serious as a heart attack, girl.
This van is a big step towards Tara living her life more independently.
That's amazing. Do you want me to get in it?
It may not replace her four-legged best pal, but it will make life for Tara so much easier. Reporting in Columbus, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
Well, Tara will now begin the journey of obtaining a driver's license. A little later, a Pittsburgh business puts its back into a day of celebration.
Plus, we're going to have some scattered showers and thunderstorms this evening. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, of course, it turned out to be fairly mild for us today. Temperatures, they went into the mid-60s during the afternoon, which is pretty good for this time of the year. Our average high is about 50 degrees. So looks okay right now. We do have a lot of clouds. Nice shot, though, of Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex, of course, downtown Joplin. It's Friday night on the big town. Looks pretty good. We are going to see some scattered showers, though, getting going as we go through the next couple hours. Already, you can see a cluster southeastern Kansas, and then again along and north of I-44 through Cherokee County, Crawford County, and some of these are going to be moderate little thunderstorms that try to get going over the next couple hours. But here's our cold front, so they're firing along the front, and again, these are pretty small, not a huge deal, but we are going to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms over about the next 2 or 3 hours. Yates Center, here's Iola, Fort Scott, and we track a little bit farther toward the south, a couple showers near Girard, a little line just east of Pittsburgh, just south of Nevada. We can track a little farther south through Cherokee County, and then a couple little guys popping up in Craig County in northeastern parts of Oklahoma. All right, so let's go through time. We're going to stop in about 45 minutes. Scattered showers, our front is barreling off toward the east, so by 8 p.m., scattered showers, southwestern Missouri. By 9:30, most of these are gone. We are going to have some light showers kind of sticking around the rest of the night. Most of us not going to get much in the way of rainfall, as these are going to be fairly light and scattered. Temperatures still sitting into the 60s behind the front, dropping back through the 50s. Of course, we're going to turn cooler as we head into the weekend. 62 right now, south winds at 10. Visibility is good at 10 miles. And look at that wind shift line right from Coffeyville, Parsons, Fort Scott. That's our front that is going to barrel off toward the east, so we get northwesterly winds. Kind of breezy again tomorrow, gusts in that 20 to 25 mile per hour range, and then they start to calm down a bit as we head into Sunday. All right, scattered showers, a few thunderstorms out there this evening. Temperatures slide back through the 50s as this wave works through, but the brunt of the energy is up to the north, so that's why we don't have much in the way of moisture right around here. Also another wave, southern parts of Colorado, which will pass to our south, so kind of splitting around us as this system works through. All right, we're going to clear out late tonight. Cooler, near 40 by morning. Once we get into the afternoon, temperatures are only going to make it upper 40s to near 50 degrees with partly sunny skies. So kind of chilly over the weekend. 49 tomorrow, 45 Sunday. Cold night as we dip back into the upper 20s Saturday night into Sunday morning. 49 tomorrow, 27 tomorrow night, 45 on Sunday, 50s. Return Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Cooling back down late next week toward next weekend. Some showers, possibly a wintry mix as we get into next Saturday.
Ooh, but all in all, a pretty nice week next week.
Yeah, not bad. 50s, pretty good.
We'll take it. All right, thanks, Doug. Well, Riggs Chiropractic in Pittsburgh celebrated its 8th annual Patient Appreciation Day today. Celebration took the form of a check presentation for $20,000 to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Crawford County. Still ahead, Pittsburgh and Carl Junction meet up on the basketball court. And Sports in Kansas releases its 2023 All-State football teams. John Dales has the details on which local players made the list, and more up next.
Another weekend brings us a full slate of high school basketball throughout the 4 states. We have several tournaments taking place in Missouri. Over in Kansas, 2 CNC foes meet for the first time this season. Galena travels to Girard for girls and boys basketball. Girls game happening right now. Got started at 6. Boys game to follow at 7:30. The Galena boys team coming off a 25-2 season a year ago. Trying to reload with some new talent. We'll have highlights from both games on KOAM News at 10. Over to Pittsburgh High School. The Purple Dragons boys team plays against Carl Junction this evening. This is the third game of the season for Pittsburgh. It has won both of the first two, each against Missouri teams. That's Nevada and Joplin. CJ is 2-2 with wins over Hollister and Aurora. We'll have highlights from this one tonight at 10 as well. Over to pro football, the Chiefs and Bills meet on Sunday. When you looked at this matchup preseason, not many people would have expected Kansas City coming in with 4 losses and Buffalo with 6. But today, the Chiefs announced they'll be without starting tailback Isaiah Pacheco on Sunday. He's been dealing with a shoulder injury, didn't practice all week. Remember, this is after he got ejected from last week's game in Green Bay when he threw a punch in the middle of a play. Kansas City will also be without Brian Cook due to an ankle injury, offensive lineman Donovan Smith with a neck injury, and linebacker Drew Tranquil, who suffered a concussion against the Packers. More high school football awards and honors handed out late this week. Sports in Kansas releases its all-state teams from classes 6A through 1A, dozens of our local players among those receiving all-state recognition. 20 local players on first team's all-state, starting in class 5A. Pittsburgh's Bo Pastor, an all-state returner. In class 4A, Chanute running back Quentin Harding and offensive lineman Augustus Thuston each make the list. So do Coffeyville running back Aaron Tunstall and D lineman Kanan White. In 3A, Frontenac's Peyton McDonald and Tyler Antle both make the first team. So does Baxter Springs kicker Jacob Grant, Gerard D lineman Drake Kotzman. Then Jamarian Washington and Cade Brown, both from Parsons. In Class 2A, Humboldt's Sam Hull and Blake Ellis, along with Riverton's Locke North and Cherryville's Stetson Schaefer make the list. Then in Class 1A, 4 Colgan players make the list. Tucker Harrell, Cooper Simmons, Tristan Voss, and Jade Tenry, along with Northeast linebacker Braden Young. That full list, plus the honorable mentions, is on the sports page on our website. And one more sports story, literally breaking minutes before coming on air. Ty Pennington, who is quarterback for Pitt State, didn't start a lot of games, only started one game this year, but a big part of their offense. He announces he's into the transfer portal.
Oh, that'll be interesting to see where he goes.
Yeah, it will be.
All right, we'll be following that. That's it for sports. We're back after this. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. How Missouri Southern is celebrating the holidays. Plus why you can now check AI technology off your grocery list. And McDonald's is trading in its classic look for an out-of-this-world theme with a new spin-off restaurant. Interesting. Those stories and a lot more tonight on the KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. All right.
Weather looks okay for us this evening. Temperatures are going to be dropping back into the 40s later on tonight. We are going to have the scattered showers sticking around over the next few hours. 49 tomorrow, 45 on Sunday. So a little bit cooler as we head into the weekend.
Might want to keep that umbrella handy if you head out then. Mm-hmm. All right, final sports note.
We're going to have highlights tonight at 10 from all those high school basketball games. Carl Junction playing Pittsburgh and then Girard playing Galena.
All right, thanks, John. Thanks for watching. We'll see you right back here at 10. Have a great evening and an even better weekend.